now I see why. Chapter 1183, the title was Good Mermaid. I see why. Brooke was singing that song. Okay, he's waking the whole town up with a song. But when the chapter's starting off with Loki versus Ragnar, and Loki's talking about how strong and durable Emu is, and I mean, I think that's because he has regeneration. But at the same time, he still has the scars on his body, right? Whenever we seen the Goro say, God's Knights get a scar, it's healed up. They don't have scuff marks on him. Emu still has scuff marks on his face. Like, he has them all on him after he took that, like, blast to the face. So maybe he doesn't have regeneration. Maybe he really is just that strong. I don't know. But he mentioned Dozan. I don't know if Dozan, I know a lot of people are speculating Dozan, oh, that's the earth god. That's the land god. We don't know that. But I feel like since he's talking to Loki, he's probably just referring to the last person who had, Ragnar with him. I'm going to kill you just like Dozan. Because you got Ragnar with you, right? I think that's what he's saying. I don't know. There's no way to tell for sure, but I will search the name up later. Because if it's anything like Zaza, there could be a little clue, a little hints telling you what this person might be and what they might be related to. Because we know Zaza, we know the whole thing with the rain sound, the onomatopoeia. We know about that. So, Emu is, he pulls out the Blade of Wrath this time instead of, what was the other one? Judgment? I think it was Judgment. I forget. But he's pulling out different blades, left and right. And they're all like in line with his like domination and control and all that sort of stuff. Wrath, Judgment. He probably has a penance blade. Like he's probably got all sorts of shit dealing with, the same thing. Because this one is different, but whatever, it's strong. He's blocking one of Loki's strongest attacks with it. And we go back to the village with the kids getting taken away. All the parents are trying to fight the rain god. That Sanji's like getting closer because he wants to help. But he's so far away. I thought Sanji would have been there by now, honestly. But Sanji's taking his time getting there. And he's probably going to have to knock out Killingham. I don't see how he can fight a big body of rain. That doesn't make sense. Like, he's going to have to knock Killingham out. He doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, but like, can he even fight Killingham? He just got the Omen boost. I don't know how this works anymore because Gabon told us before they went and started engaging in a fight with the Holy Knights, he told them and us that they need to use like a surplus of Conqueror's Haki, the color of the king. They need to use that in abundance. Like, I forgot exactly how he said it, but he said you need a large amount of that during your attacks to damage these people and stop their regeneration. All of a sudden, that didn't matter anymore because we have Sanji and Jinbei and Frankie ripping them apart, right? We don't know about Jinbei. We know Jinbei has Haki, right? We know Frankie has Haki. We know Sanji has Haki. But I'm pretty sure none of them have Conqueror's Haki. Jinbei might be the only one who could have Conqueror's Haki, but we never even got that laid out for us. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I never heard of that. So the fact that Sanji and Jinbei and Frankie are able to rip him apart and the regeneration thing didn't matter anymore in the same way, like their body parts were magnetized into each other instead of like regenerating. Whatever, I talked about that before, but since that's different now, how will Sanji fight him since he's been boosted with the Omen? Will he have to like get Conqueror's Haki now? Will he have to push himself all of a sudden? I don't know. Because I would assume, like, especially because he's fighting him by himself this time. I mean, the giants are there, but come on, it's gonna be a Sanji fight. They're the same size. But we get into like the craziest part of the chapter, right? Brooke talking about Gunko and now he knew her from his land. Some stuff that we already knew before, like how he was from a land of music, but we didn't know all of this other stuff about how she was a princess. We didn't even know she existed. You know, obviously we've been knowing since Elbaf started. But back when Brook gave us his backstory, he just told us, oh, I'm from a land of music and this and that. You know, it's not there anymore. Now we're finding out about Gunko. She was a princess from that homeland, Princess Shuri, okay? And she was going to travel to marry Joie for whatever reason, maybe to become stronger. We're gonna find out. Maybe she didn't know about the whole God's Night Covenant thing. Maybe they thought the world government was, you know, it's a good place. That's something you aspire to be. Like, yo, we're gonna hop in the world government. You become a real knight for the whole world. Right? You know, that's probably what her mindset was. And Imu, this is how I think it's gonna go, right? I think she went to the Holy Land to become a holy knight or serve in the, you know, in the Marines or whatever they had at the time. And I think that Imu saw her and he saw that her hair was blue and that she looked like BB's mother, Lily. So then he did what he did. He subjugated her. He really wanted her, okay? I think what happened, he really, really wanted her at that point. Okay? I think that's what happened. So they're trying to find out if they want to kill her or not. Brook is just going off into his backstory saying like, yo, she freed us and everything. Why would she do that? She's still in there. He mentions the 3 personality thing, which is something, you know, obviously we all should know that that's how it works, man. Like, just like when Harold got possessed, he was still Harold at one point, but then he became a different Harold. And then, you know, when the curse got broken for a split second, he returned back to his old self and told Loki, you have to kill me before I start, you know, feeling like I'm calling myself a god again. And his mind just completely shifted. He had a different mindset. So, yeah, there's 2 Heralds going on. And there's 3 Gunkos going on because the third one that Brook is talking about is when she was completely possessed by Imu, and Imu was taking the wheel. Okay, he was driving the seat. He was in the driver's seat. He was driving the seat. But yeah, Jinbei making the big man decision, like, yo, listen, we have to kill her. Does she live or die? We got to get to it. And then we get to like Brook breaking down, telling us his past in a backstory. This is going to be another flashback. I don't know how many chapters of a flashback it's going to be, but it's going to be a couple chapters of a flashback. Okay? And Brook wakes up in the top of the morning singing, making songs, jumping in the sky like the sun god. He's either annoying to people or they love him. Okay? And he looks like Michael Jackson. Oda probably did it on purpose. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. But the only thing, like, if his eyes were slightly shaped different, he's Michael Jackson. Right? But he looks like him enough already anyway. Like, the way he has him looking. So, yeah, we find out. And then, by the way, I noticed Gunko's eyes, she already had different colored eyes as a kid. So, that's not the result of Imu possessing her. Like I thought it was. And like everybody kind of thought it was. They thought that was the result of that. And I even said before, it's a chance her eyes are just like that. You know, I'm sure other people thought that too. But it was just like instantly, like a connection, like, oh, possession, 2 different color eyes. Come on, man. That was like an instant connection. So it's good to see that had nothing to do with it. Come to think of it, Harold's eyes didn't turn or change anyway either. So makes sense. Okay. And we're going further into Brook's backstory. He's in love with the queen, you know, that's her mother. And the king is a ugly, rough dude who's trimming his own hedges. Wearing, you know, just wearing a tank top underneath his king cloak, right? He just, you know, that's showing you a lot about his personality off rip. Okay, and him and Brook, they got a really close rapport. Even though he's a king, he's punching Brook and swinging at him. Okay, and that's the type of jokes they do. Talking about you're not gonna marry my daughter and all that sort of stuff. But suddenly, an attack happens. Okay, they're going to the opera house, and it's Gunko's mother who's there. Okay, I forgot her. Oh, Candle. I forget. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Candle. I'm gonna call her Candle. Candeli. There you go. Right. So she's like sought after. Okay. So this is group of bandits, the horseback riders. I don't know what they're called. It's a mob family. Actually, it's a mob family, and they're invading the courthouse. And Brook, who wasn't even at the courthouse anymore. Like, he was there earlier in the day, he said. Okay, and he's been chilling. He's sung in the top of the morning. He's singing songs. He's playing with Gunko. He's cracking jokes with her dad. They're chilling, walking through the garden. And then now, all of a sudden, these people realize that they've been cut in half. It's a delayed reaction. Like, you don't even realize you've been cut. And people ordered the 3-pace slash, the hum notch, whatever. That's Brook's move, man. And it's crazy. He has all the girls on him. And she has a lot of fans too. Uncle's mother. She was the former captain of the battle convoy. She's the queen now. I think Brook is the leader. Okay, he's the leader of the raider squad. He's not, because the last thing we see is, in this era, the kingdom was at peace. Okay? Brook is going to join the battle convoy. We're going to see that play out. We're going to see Gunko up into the point where she wants to join the Holy Knights. And Brook is going to be a little older in the battle convoy at that point. And we're going to see when everything goes bad. That's what I'm assuming. I think we're going to get another flashback. Couple of chapters of a flashback. Maybe not as much as God Valley. I could see like 2 or 1 more at least, or 3 or 2 more. I mean, 2 more or 1 more. So it'd be 2 in total. Or we get 3, right? 3 in total. But outside of that, I think I have nothing else to say, man. Like, Brook is Michael Jackson, okay? I don't know how this is gonna play out. Like, and I wonder, is Brook like is he weaker now? Like, when is the last time he 3-pace notch hum slashed all those people? Like I've never seen him do that. Slash somebody, and it's that delayed. I mean, he's had the delayed slash, but I don't know. That just felt different, bro. You slash somebody early in the morning and in the afternoon when they're going to eat their bagel, their arms fall off because you slashed them earlier. Brook is strong, man. You slash somebody early in the morning, they don't feel it until the afternoon. That's crazy. So now, I guess on top of his the sword skills he had back in the day. See, we didn't even know, like, man, there's still more. Oda can do more with this, right? So we got Brook showing like a lot of skill with the blade, and he's already like in the Raider squad and all that sort of stuff, right? This is him at 20 years old? Is that what it said earlier? 20 flat. He's 20 years old flat. This is like he is like Luffy's age right now. Luffy's like 18, 17, right? Because, time skip happened. So he's around Luffy in their age, right? All the whole crew. This is the age Roger was at in God Valley, right? Wasn't it? He's 20 years old in God Valley, I think. Brook is already really capable, man. He's really skilled. Really, 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 really skilled. Like, and I'm thinking, what was he doing before this? Like, what was his life when he was age 7? Was he just training with swords all day in his kingdom? The kingdom of music? Have some super strong bandits? Is that how this is gonna work? Cause he's doing some crazy shit with that sword. And then on top of like his sword skills in the current day, in the present time, he's using all this underworld power and the ice. And I think we're gonna get like some deeper connection with the underworld shit too. Cause you know, so far it's just been, oh, you know, it's the underworld. We all understand what the underworld is. Underworld. And we're getting more and more references to the underworld and all that sort of stuff, and demons and devils. And even though demons and devils don't necessarily have to be from the underworld, that's hell. Like Hell. Underworld is different. But either way, yeah. I'm just talking at this point. I think I'm gonna check out of here. This was a good chapter.